This is some really good tape. I don't know how I got this. I got it at some kind of rallies from somebody one time. Anyway, this is going to be how we thread in the new sensor. I think it's 17 millimeter for this guy, but regardless, it's a really great threading tape called Mega Tape. It's for gas and water lines. Coolant lines will work too. Coolant temp sensor lines, yeah, same thing. Anyway, you get the tape out, you don't need a whole lot. You need a little bit. We're going to use this as a type of thread block, basically. It's like you would anything, any type of coolant coating, or tubing, whatever you're using in your house, same type of thing. It's just really heavy duty stuff. And so when you put it on, it's basically going to seal it up. All right, so let's go ahead and lock this stuff in. Just like if you don't want a whole lot, just a little bit, right? You don't want this to leak. That's why I'm doing this. You have a bad day if it leaks, okay? Put it all the way to the top, pull it off, and you seal it just like that. Now we're going to screw this in first. We're going to get our wrench. Hang tight, strong right there. Come on, yeah, all done with that tape. Then we're going to go ahead and put the sensor back in the hole. So take the cap off. Take the cap off. Take this off your old radiator. How much you want to put on a second? Sensor in like this. Now we want to have everything prepped. So it's going back in. I'm going to film a little closer so they can see how I'm threading the sensor real quick. Film down like so they can see the side of it now, how they want to do it. So you don't want to over tighten that. Whatever you do and crack your radiator, that could be really bad. Okay. So anyway, don't do that. And this is a 17 or a 19. A 19 millimeter. So 19 millimeter wrench is all you need, or a socket or anything, right? You want to snug it up. So there you go. Out of the way. So you should snug it up. Now you do not want this too tight. You crack this plastic, you're in big trouble. Okay. Okay. I'll show you all goes back together here in a second. Took this thing apart a couple of days ago. It's getting late, so I figured I'd do a video on the reinstallation. So we're getting snug now. Mirror is kind of long, so we don't want to hold it down here. We're going to tighten it to allow less pressure when we snug this up really good. Not any tighter than that, probably fine. That is good. I don't want to go overboard with that. It's perfectly snug. When you crack that, you really have a bad day. Probably only 10-inch pounds or 15-inch pounds. You can always snug it up a little later if you notice an issue, but I want to go overboard. So, which one do I plug in? I don't remember. I guarantee only one of them fits. I think it's this color. I believe it matches this. I'm pretty sure, but let's see. It may not be that. It's the gray one. Just go to the top. I remember. So it's going here like this. There's your sensor. Get that all done. You can plug it in later if you want, but I'm going to hit it, snip it in now. Snip it. There you go. Now, make sure this is snug. This is where we're going to drain the old coolant out through draining. Make sure you also remove this. This is where your old transmission coolant line. Okay. We got to be quick now. We got to move the whole one in, hit out, the new one in. We got to be fast with it. Okay. Where do you want to take both off? And then where to go? Don't mix them up. Really should leave one on the car without. We usually use this. Oh well, you don't have to. Just put a thing in there. I don't know. Anyway, they get the drift. Keep them. Probably leave them on the vehicle. The top one I would leave on. Bottom one I would take it off the radiator. Makes it easier. So if you were taking it off, you would take this off here. You would take that off here and pull it out. But right now, I don't want to take the transmission coolant lines off yet. We're going to transmission coolant. So what I'm going to do is this. Be really quick with it, okay? Or put a pan underneath, or put this thing right here going underneath. Get that here, I don't get crap over anyway. So that's it. I'm just sliding that back and forth out of the way. All right, you ready? So watch. This line's already loose. You feel me? Watch what I'm doing. Be really quick with this, okay? You got to keep up with me. Here we go. There's one line. Come on. There goes one line. Kind of slide. I don't know why. I'm going to loosen some more. It is a little too snug. This thing, I'm going to have to go ahead and loosen it here more. It ain't going off. It's because some dummy put the wrong thing on there. Let me get that loose. Slide in there with my. Get it little guy. Here, get a little bit looser than the hump. So you can play it on 7 millimeter.